Today I'll be playing all the games in Neal.fun and put it on a tier list, with S tier being the best games on the site and F tier being the most boring pieces of dog shit that have ever been made on that site. That's basically it, so let's start the video. Okay, so the first game already I'm going to start, and it's Stimulation Clicker. It's basically just like Cookie Clicker, but if you click it a shit ton of times you get more simulation. Like, you can buy a button upgrade, and now you can buy subway surfers. So this basically is just try to get the most brain rot as possible, and like you beat it when you overflow in brain rot, you just win. So yeah, it's actually a pretty fun game, and I have beaten it. So I'm saying B. Okay, so the next game is Infinite Craft, and it's also like another game. Also, it's just like merge elements, but this one's base is different than what was the other one? I think they're asking me something. So yeah, it's different because I think this one has no like limits. Anything right here, I think it's made by like AI, and you can just merge anything, and and yeah, basically every time you just get something, you can just like do this, and you get 3 Zilla, which will, yeah. So I think I also like the game. I don't think it's better than Simulation Clicker. I'm going to put it at a B. I think no, yeah, I'm gonna put it at a B. Okay. The third game is Internet Artifacts. This one is going to be, well, it basically just shows things from the internet that, seeing right now, I don't understand. So like first MP3 and yeah, this type of stuff. So I think I'm going to put, it's pretty boring to be honest. I'm just going to put it at D. Nothing. Okay, now this game has shown up on the channel, and I think I already explained it. It's annoying, but basically just there's a lot of rules and you should follow them. That's basically just it. So it gets very hard. By the end, you can see the video I made about it. So I think I'm probably going to put it at A. Okay, so the next game is also like not really a game, but you just scroll up and it shows like things. And so like at this height, it's basically a layer name 45, then an F35, then you exit this, then you get to the stratosphere. So the game is pretty interesting. I think it's not like terrible. I'm going to put it a C. Okay, so this next one is Asteroid Launcher. Also pretty explanatory. You just go to choose a place on Earth, like I don't know, Florida, and you can just if it loads, you can just see what will happen if you throw an asteroid there. So just right here, Florida, just so it will basically just kill Florida. This is the crater. This is yeah. So basically everyone will die. It's oh yeah, low. So yeah, 50%. So basically, I think like the game, it can be like very fun doing some experiments. I don't think it's A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put it a C tier below like this. The next game's Draw Perfect Circle. I think you can guess like what this game's about. It's about drawing a perfect circle, and this was an incredible first attempt. But yeah, you just need to draw a perfect circle. But yeah, the game is actually pretty fun, but I don't have all the time to talk about it. H here. Okay, now moving on to Wonders of Street View. It just shows you like, I don't know if it's like, I think I will have something right here. Actually, oh yeah. So it just shows things on Street View. Okay, then okay. It's actually pretty cool, but I don't have a lot to talk, so I'm just going to put like the top in front of B tier. The next one is days since incident, and it just shows how many days since something happened. Like, to be honest, it's not really what I care about. I'm going to put in D tier in front of internet. Nah, actually I'm going to put in C tier. It's actually like pretty cool. Nah, D tier. Okay, so design the next iPhone. I think it's also like pretty explanatory. You design the next iPhone. You put like anything you want on the places and just goes there. Yeah, so after playing this game for a little while, this is what I came up with. Has some steering wheel so you can play Mario Kart. And then when you click it, it shows the price, which is 3,375.
This isn't just an upgrade, it's a breakthrough.
And also a quote from like the yeah. But this is actually a pretty cool game. I'm going to put it in A tier because you can like just look around for a cup holder and probably more steering wheels. So yeah. Okay, so the next game is also trolley problems. You need to like solve trolley problems, and it's yeah, that's basically it. But it gets I'm going to like skip to a point where it's not normal trolley problems. So yeah, I think after trolley problems, it's the best game because that's mostly the end of it. But yeah, so one Earth reveals about things of the Earth. You can like write your own view about basically anything in real life. So yeah, I'm gonna write one right here. And you can just like submit your opinion about anything in life. And I actually really like this just because it's very funny. And also you can rate table tennis, speed bumps, trying to highlight something for very low score hiccups, a very long score right there. And I think I'm also going to put it in S tier because it's funny. Next one, let's settle this. It's basically just internet questions and you need to settle this. First, let's pronounce GIF. Blue and black. The egg came first. The internet. It's actually pretty cool, and I'm going to put it in B tier. And that's basically it. Ambient chaos. I'm going to start like speedrunning these because there's not a lot to show. You can just like put sounds. Point. It's going in C tier. Next one, Sun versus Moon. When you click it, you give 1 point to whatever team you click. And yeah, it's pretty one-sided because Moon's winning by over 200 million. I'm going to put it in F tier. It's not interesting. Thinking of rocks, you just throw rocks in the air. Nothing interesting too, so it's also going in F tier. So I don't know how this works. Oh, it just shows like how many have been sold per minute. So yeah, also not really interesting, but Invest forecast. Also, I don't know how this is. So, oh yeah, it shows the future of the universe. I'm not really a person that cares about universe. I'm also going to put it in F tier. Not interesting to me. Okay, the auction game. I don't know how this. Oh, if you can do like, you need to guess how much it was sold for. I'm gonna say 12,000 because I know these are very expensive. What the? Okay, this was probably sold for like, because it's an actual art piece. I'm going to say 1,500. Oh. Okay, so I think I'm going to put the auction game at I'm gonna put C tier. It makes me mad. Nah, I'll put it in, yeah, C tier makes sense. Now the deep sea. Okay, the deep sea. I think it's basically just same thing as the space elevator, but for the deep sea. So I'm going to put it the same place. So printing money now, it just shows like how much money something makes. Basically just like sell. So goes right here. Now life stats. Just put month, day, and year, and just go. I'm gonna put like some random birthday, name, and it just shows like stats. You blinked this time. Also not really interesting for me, so I'm going to put life stat at sea. Now the size of space is just compared to the size of things at space. Basically just like these two, but actually more interesting, so I'm going to put it here. Also C tier. Share this page. Nothing really shows, just like different ways to share this page. I'm just gonna put it in F. Nah, I'm gonna put it in C tier as parents. It basically just shows like things, ways to get stuff, like ways off scamming. I actually like this, so I'm going to put a B tier. Same thing, who was alive, you just put it in here, and it shows who are alive. Not interesting for me. Going to put it at F tier. Where does the day go? This one's actually pretty cool. You put like, I spend this amount of time at like work and school, 22 hours. And this amount of time at home, and then it creates like this for you. The problem with this, it's because it shows me how much time I use my phone. So yeah, it's basically all of these lines. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. Okay, now speed. It's how fast it just shows like how fast something is moving. It's actually, I think I'm going to put it in D tier. Okay, now paper. This one is actually pretty cool because it shows like how, if you fold paper, how big will it get, and if you just like, and it gets to the moment 42 folds. You can see like if you fold a paper 30 times, is the altitude which space begins. About really, yeah, it does actually. I actually think that's pretty cool. I'm going to put it in, B tier. Okay, so life checklist. That's basically just you can like mark what you learned. I didn't really try how to read, how to do a bike. But yeah, and then at the end you have like complete the life checklist. You complete 6 out of 66 items. But at the end is turn 100, see a solar eclipse, several the world territory. It's like become a grandparent. So it's not. I don't think anyone will ever complete it because there's also like some specific things. But it's pretty cool. I think I'm going to put a C tier. Okay, now draw logos from memory. I think that's also quite simple to understand. You need to draw a logo from memory, like the McDonald's logo, the Nike logo, which is, it was terrible, but you understand my point. The Apple logo, which is like this. I'm drawing with a mouse, okay? Don't like judge me in the comments. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the what is, okay. So draw logos from memory. That's, I actually really like this. I'm going to put it in A tier. No, I don't know if I put it. No, I'm gonna keep it at A tier. Okay. Now the next one's progress. It's simple. It just feels like next minute, next hour, next day, next month, and the next something. Also, 8 days left until Easter. This amount of pixels left until the end of this page. Now I reach the end of the page. You know, the heat of the universe. There's this left. It's actually pretty cool. I'm going to put it in C tier. I don't think it's as cool as the other ones are. And Bill Gates money. This one's actually pretty cool because you can the things keep getting more expensive, and you can realize how much money he has. So you can buy like all the NBA teams, 38 cruise trips, and the Mona Lisa, and I'll still have 280 million left. Buy 1,000 Ferraris, and I'm poor. It's actually pretty cool to like see how much you could spend theoretically. And I think this is actually another pretty cool website. I'm going to put an S tier because it is, I think, the best one. And after the last one is baby map. This just shows how many babies were born in each country. And yeah, I don't really think it's interesting. I'm gonna put it in F tier, to be honest. This was like the end. This was the tier list. But I think out of all of them, my favorite will be Earth Reviews. I think this one is objectively the best one in all of Neal.fun. And yeah, that's the tier list. So yeah, that's it.